All right, welcome back, everybody. We have got 2 new racers here and 15 more minutes on the clock. We've got Foxen and SpaceKatUniverse. If you're just joining us, you know the rules probably. 15 minutes, clear as many levels as you can, skip as much as you want, try to find easy, good levels and not bad ones. Taking a look at the standings here, let's see where we're situated. Foxen is sitting right now in ranked third, and SpaceKat ranked 12th. So I'm wondering how different strats are going to play out. Both of these players have done a lot with this game and done a lot of endless and played a lot of different levels. So I'm curious to see how their strats are going to stack up against each other. SpaceKat definitely looking for some points here, trying to move up in the rankings just a little bit. So I wonder if she's going to be playing, I don't know, maybe a more aggressive style, maybe looking for a particular type of level. We'll have to find out. So getting ready here, we've got getting some stuff set up behind the scenes. Also, unknown availability, of course, back again with me. How you doing, my dude?
I'm doing fantastic. Excited to do another match here with you up in the booth. Yeah, I think SpaceKat's going to have to really focus on what she needs to skip. That's really the case. In previous matches that I've watched her, love her to death. She spends a lot of time on levels that just eat up those lives, eat up the time.
Yeah, we've seen that before, that sometimes the way to take down a faster player is to let them mess up a little bit by committing to longer levels where you're specifically looking for those really short ones. So we'll see what kind of stuff SpaceKat is looking for here. And we are just about ready to start. SpaceKatUniverse and Foxen, 3 matches, 15 minutes, all the Marios. Are you ready, chat?
I know I'm ready. And
are you ready? Okay, I'm sorry I forgot to ask, but are you good?
I don't know, man. My shoe might be untied again. I might have to tie my shoe real quick before we start.
All right, well, I'm going to hit the lobby real quick and get some popcorn and a soda. Do you want anything?
Why don't we all go to the lobby?
Let's all go to the lobby.
Oh, man. I don't know if that's just you and I showing our age there or what.
Yeah, they did it on The Simpsons.
The Simpsons did it. Got it. So we are starting up on round 1 now. 15 minutes on the clock.
To go.
There we go. With that delay from chat to actual go. All right.
The Boom Boom Castle. Let's go, Foxen.
Snake Block Road. Anything with Snake Block in the name is never good.
Oh no, it's not boom booms at all. It's bombs. Foxen quickly skips it. SpaceKat also, yeah, getting right out of there. SpaceKat is going to want to avoid auto-scrollers, functional auto-scrollers, clear conditions like IPK was talking about. Pretty much just find something super easy. I wonder if even the minute here is going to be rough for her because she has to clear the Bowser Jr. at the end as well. A minute is a long time, and that's assuming that you do not die at all. It's like kind of whatever the estimate, whatever the world record for a level says, double it. Because that's how long it's probably going to take you unless you one-shot it. So a minute level is actually a 2-minute level. 30 seconds is a little bit more preferable. Foxen with a really good read right now. Wow.
Ooh. Just barely missing that poison. Wow, man.
Yeah, that was rough getting killed on that grinder, but a really good ascension on his part. Like we mentioned before, these levels with the rising lava mean that there's just no room for error, and especially on a blind read, you're not supposed to, but you probably will have to die to learn, and having that really quick, deft movement that Foxen does is really helping him out here.
Yeah, and the key to these levels is, I know it's kind of an obvious thing to say, but you don't really think about it when you're watching a player go through this. Not dying to something you've seen before, that you may not have died to before. Like him dying to that muncher that came out of the pipe, that's critical. He died to that when he didn't die to it before. He made it past it. Yeah. By dying to that's taking up time that you otherwise wouldn't have used. So
yeah, we talk about that a lot on ROM hack races. GG Foxes. We talk about that a lot on ROM hack races too, about how consistency, exactly what you said, that not dying on what you already got through before. If there's a part in the level 3 obstacles away that you need to practice, don't die on the 3 obstacles that get you there. And if you can just play consistently and, only spend deaths on learning things or, trolls or whatever, consistency really tends to win the day in Mario races. Of course, this format also adds the element of having the skip as well, so if you don't like a level, you can just leave, where in ROM hack races, you have to wait till next week. SpaceKat getting the fire clown car right now. I think the clear condition is for her to have defeated a Bowser Jr., which is a good clear condition to have because she can't lose it. Unlike get to the end as Big Mario, once you clear the Bowser Jr., you just have that clear condition. It can't be taken away from you unless you die.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of booze. And he is dodging at the last possible second. Oh, man, that's a lot of... Yeah, I'd have the same look on my face, Fox, and I cannot disagree with that.
I really feel like sometimes Foxen employs the Leroy Jenkins style of clearing Mario Maker levels, where he just runs in. He is just absolutely fearless, and he's skilled enough to have that work out in his favor, enough to, I guess, justify doing it. But just like with those boos, like, you'll just see Foxen just plow into something and just be like, yeah, I'm here, let's fight.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm here. Want to fight about it? Yeah, that is the Foxen method, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
SpaceKat finding herself in a tech level, not exactly the easiest tech level in Super Mario Maker 2 when it comes to having to dodge, or not dodge, excuse me, having to drop that, and it feels so weird in Mario Maker 2, being familiar with Mario Maker 1, doing spring drops and stuff like that in the Mario Maker 2.
Yeah, the change to the physics in the spring drop is essentially when you drop something in Mario Maker 2, it like automatically goes way down and way out in front of you. And it didn't go in front of you as much in Maker 1 and other incarnations of Mario, which made drop tricks a lot easier. And in this, the way it scoots right out away from you, it makes it really hard to line that up, and it tightens up the window of time that you have to actually get the right drop in the first place. Foxen, getting those Kaizo blocks all the way to the ceiling, but it was for absolutely no reason.
I think it was to actually progress in the level. I don't think he could have gotten any further without getting that.
What did he need up there? I didn't even see. Oh, it made that cannon fall? I'm not really sure what the point of going up there was.
Power up to be able to get through this.
And that's the thing, dude. I mean, look at this. Like, Foxen does stuff, and we saw that with Bismuth, too. Like, he just suddenly makes some strange, kind of seemingly random move, and you think, why did he do that? He saw something in there that was important, and playing it out for the clear. Nice job, Foxen. 3-1 right now.
All right, with under 10 minutes, coming up to the 9-minute mark to go. The checkpoint giving a cape. That is actually very nice. And there's the end right there. So SpaceKat getting her second clear, making it 3-2. She's only behind by 1. Yeah, I agree with you, SpaceKat. That was a very different kind of level.
Yeah, way to stick with that. Way to clear that out. Again, just like with Bismuth, Foxen's a very fast, aggressive kind of player, and SpaceKat would just do very well for herself to look for those quick, easy levels that while Foxen is sliding around on his butt, she's just doing one jump, 10-second speedrun stuff.
But Foxen nailing that and first try method, not having to really worry about the time too much in that level, clearing it in 26 seconds. Number 4 on the board for Foxen, moving on to level number 5.
SpaceKat with a good blind read on this speedrun level, fearlessly jumping over that stack of blocks.
Oh no, I was about to say, is that soft lock of doom?
Oh no, now this With 10 seconds left, yeah, she's got to stand there. This is such a classic thing in speedrun levels, making you stand on the donuts. It allows the creator to make the timer a little tighter, that if you felt like the obstacles leading up to it were too lenient, just make them stand on donuts and wait there, and force them to get there even sooner so they have that time to kill.
Yeah, nothing like the stand on the blocks to make the level go slower method. Alright, can't get too far ahead on this creeper, otherwise you lose your ride, but she figured it out and got it at the last second, so that is going to be clear number 4 for her. She ties it up, just like that.
Nice job getting those short, quick levels, while Foxen, meanwhile, is committed to his, I don't even know, Bowser Jr. Muncher speedrun extravaganza extraordinaire.
Oh, Lord.
Yep, and Foxen does eventually get it, but that time he spent was what allowed SpaceKat to capitalize on a quicker level. That's the thing, you know, you get these players that are really good, you know, you got to figure where's your angle of leverage against them as a competitor. Well, they're good, and they know they're good, so they're going to confidently commit to things that might take them a while, you know? You got to play that psychological game.
Yeah, and there's no point greater than the fact of knowing, not exactly knowing where their weakness is. Not using their weakness against them per se, but understanding how that weakness can give you a strength. That means the world.
Yeah, and you see that with a lot, with a lot of good players. We saw that with IPK too, kind of committing to some longer levels, getting through because, we know he's good. He knows he's good. He knows he can do it. But it's that time. Just because you can clear a level in this match doesn't mean you necessarily should. And a really great reaction from Foxen, throwing that POW block up into the on-off switch at the last second to allow himself to stand in the door and get the goal.
And SpaceKat making her way through her 5th level, using the time she has to clear out a few of these enemies so she doesn't take an unnecessary death, making sure she's not missing her opportunity here.
Yeah, a little bit of caution can go a long way, and it really paid off for her there. Still 5 to 5.
6-5 actually.
Oh,
Foxen got 2 in a row to make it 6, and SpaceKat does have her 5th clear with that.
The old Foxen 2 in a row.
All right, Buzzy Beatable. Have you noticed in Mario Maker 2 how everybody is like addicted to alliteration?
Oh, alliteration is the best type of veration.
Like every level you come across in Mario Maker 2 is just full of alliteration.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
I don't think you're supposed to hit that bomb yet, SpaceKat. But Foxen does get a 7th clear on the boards, keeping his lead to 2.
Yeah, this is a rough situation for SpaceKat. If she needed that bomb later in the level and she hit it now and she plays that level, she's wasted all that alliteration. This is kind of a rough one for SpaceKat because even though it says it's a minute, it's an auto scroll, and there's not going to be any faster cheese strat. There's not going to be anything like that. She just has to follow through with this. I think that was a very wise skip on her part to just, even if you can, that doesn't mean that you should, because it's more than just whether or not you can beat the level. You have to be considering that timer all the time. All the time, you get it? Because it's a timer.
Oh, man. Foxen, in the meantime, does get his 8th clear, moving up a little bit further with 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Oh.
Really got you with that timer, Joe. Man.
It's one of those things where it's like the pun you knew that was coming, but it still makes you chuckle.
Well, I've always been praised for my comedic timing.
More time puns. Oh, man.
I'm just laughing at you laughing now. Just SpaceKat with some really good triple jumps there. through that YOLO spiked section of death.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What a mean thing to do to SpaceKatUniverse with that Vine Kaizo block. I don't even think that was supposed to be a Kaizo block, but it certainly functioned as one.
Oh no!
So Foxen finds himself in the 3D world version of Pick-a-Pipe.
Oh no!
He's got levels to spend. It's only 20 seconds. I'm guessing why not? If you need to, go ahead and spend a few. 1, 2, skip a few.
Yeah, at the very least, this Pick-a-Pipe doesn't seem to... Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Doesn't seem to kill you when you make a wrong choice, but it totally did there. But at the very least, Foxen will be able to remember the bad choices, and, you know, maybe that'll help out. Like, if you have a Pick-a-Pipe with only 2 or 3 options, maybe kill a life or 2 on them, and then you can remember. You know, it all depends. It might be that's the only thing you have to do is just pick that right pipe. You don't know at the time. SpaceKat with a good clear, pulling up to 6 total. With a minute and a half, I don't know. She might be able to get, if she gets a really quick single jump level, that could put her within striking distance of a good come from behind win.
Yeah, she'll need 2 quick clear levels. That's 24 seconds. She'll need to clear this first try, and that's not looking to be first try. No indicator, needing to spin jump. The Sound Defense with a subscription. Thank you so much for subscribing at Tier 1. We do appreciate the 3 months in a row. Foxen is spending way more time in this level than I would expect. I honestly can't say I disagree. He spent about 7 lives in that level. That's quite a few lives, but that gives him a 9th clear with 50 seconds left to go.
Yeah, that did. You got to wonder, too, because sometimes people tend to change up their strats later in the game. And I wonder if maybe Foxen was thinking, like, okay, this level is kind of bad, but there is only a minute left, so I might as well just stick it out rather than try to find something new.
Oh, this
SpaceKat
level
with
looks
a clear, pulling up to 7 against Foxen. Really, really tight. If SpaceKat, all she needs is a 1 jump level. 1 jump level. Come on. One trick. 1 jump, and she's back in it.
Yeah, got to get the clear in 1 single jump.
It could happen.
Is it there? 2.
2, 1.
Please don't be right here. Please.
And
no,
that's
it's
right
right
the end
there!
of the oh!
Why is it right
that was
there?
That was not, you know, it's odd, but that's like not even the first time I have seen someone get robbed of a tie like that right at the end. Foxen takes it 8-7. That was a great effort though from SpaceKat. Really, really rallying in the late game.
Foxen did get his 9th clear though right at the end, so it was a 2 separation.
9-7.
Yeah, Foxen got his 9th clear really close to the end, so it was extremely close to a tie. At, you know, we could talk out the different permutations of situations there, but really close round 1. Foxen does take the first win. So we're going to be putting 15 minutes back on the board for round 2 here. All right, so round 2 is going to be starting up here just a moment.
Let's go.
All right, starting off, getting a level that seemingly has a decent clear potential here for SpaceKat. Huh.
Yeah, this is actually kind of something SpaceKat would want right now. This is all. Nice title.
I wonder if you have to make it fall.
Yeah, do you jump? Do you fall? This, it might be a really great idea for her to just hang out here and, okay, throw away 5, 6, 7 lives. You can get them back later, but to get one up really quickly would maybe be in her favor, but she maybe decides to take her chances elsewhere.
I wonder if that level that she had, if you make it fall because it lands into the lava and slows down, if you jump back over to the starting area and then just run off.
Yeah, there were a couple different ways you could have approached that. But, maybe it would take up too many lives right at the start. You don't want to go down to -1.
SpaceKat deciding to go with it looked like a minute 50. It could have been 50. I didn't see the first number quite clearly. There was a little bit of distortion on my end.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it's in her best interest, I think, to keep the cape power up. I think the cape in this situation is generally stronger than anything else.
A wall jumping level for a 3D world. 3 minutes 15 seconds. Definitely not going with
that. Foxen's still getting hung up in this really long desert level right now.
Yeah, this is one of those adventure type levels that just it's not exactly a hold right, not exactly something you can find your way through very quickly. It's I don't know, it's one of those ones that you're not really sure. Wow, SpaceKat first on the board, getting her first clear. Is Foxen going to be right behind her?
Great reaction. That was some awesome quick reaction from SpaceKat to get that clear. Nice work. Foxen looks like he still has a bit to do in this level. Yeah, ends up skipping it. That is probably for the best for him, but really sucks to have invested all that energy into it.
SMB1 airship level here. I didn't see what the clear time was.
Oh, I like SpaceKat's level. It looked like a little rocket she went into. It's like the lunar module. That's cool. Oh, going for some cheese. I think she was supposed to go through that opening, but instead just trying to go right up the side. A tech level for Foxen here. You get a chance to see some spring drops, but he's not even gonna try.
Goomba Desert Town. Clear time 1 minute 13 seconds. Deciding to go for it. Maybe thinking he can clear it a little bit faster. SpaceKat avoiding the previous cheese she tried. Going to go into this door. Let's see where it takes her.
Ooh, skewers.
Yeah, I can't blame her for skipping that one. That seemed to be just a lot of just... It didn't really give you much direction of where to go. A lot of just unknown variables in there. 11 minutes left to go. Minute 44 for that, skipping it. Foxen does find a checkpoint. Checkpoints are very interesting as a runner in this because you'd spent all the time getting to the checkpoint. Now if you die, you get sent back to the halfway point, or supposedly halfway point. You don't know how much more is left in the level. So yeah. When do you decide to bail?
Yeah. Sometimes a checkpoint is actually really good for cheese experimenting. Like if you're running to the end of something and you're all the way into a level and you want to try some cheese, that's a real risk. But if you get a checkpoint and then there's an opportunity for cheese close by, it kind of makes it more appetizing to go for that. Foxen with a good read on that Thwomp speedrun section. Still looking to get on the board, but he's about to.
And right there, tied it up 1-1. SpaceKat needs to find her second clear to keep that lead. But now Foxen's going to be on to his second level, possibly finding and getting a world record on that, by the way, at a minute 4.
Let's go.
SpaceKat seems pretty confident with this speedrun level. Probably a couple more clears she could have got it, but I'm sure she's being conscious of the timer right now.
Yeah, conscious of the timer and her lives. She's at 5 lives. The game over is very prevalent right now. with a game over that's -1 to her score. So that's gonna basically take that clear that she's already gotten out of her hands, which is an unfortunate thing to have happen.
Yeah, she definitely wants to get another clear right now, maybe pick up some lives in the process.
All right. Oh, Foxen, those are really out of sync right there. Foxen going ahead and skipping that level.
Yeah, that
And
was a strange one. He may have even spawned them in a weird way that caused them to kind of jump awkwardly like that.
SpaceKat going back. Very smart move by SpaceKat. Nothing in between her and these other springs. She can go over here, set this spring down, grab a second one, use it to get up there, and get a third spring so she doesn't get basically limp jump from the springs. Because in Mario Maker 2, you can't just hold jump to get the max jump off of a spring. You have to time it with no blocks in the spring.
That is actually a really clever play for SpaceKat. Oh, I wonder. Yeah, okay. She's trying to get up in the sky to make that jump a little bit clearer. That was really smart. What?
Behind the goal. Oh. The arrows are pointing to.
There were spikes behind the goal. A classic Super Mario Maker trick from every 10-year-old in the world.
Oh, dang it, little Jimmy. Tell your parents to go buy a different game.
That was sad. That was really sad. The arrows were saying go in, but I don't think anyone expected. No one ever expects the spike troll.
Oh man, Foxen finding the hole at the bottom there. SpaceKat deciding to skip that. I mean I understand why, but I don't know if there was enough to be worried about the skip. Oh, there was floor there. I didn't see the floor because it's an airship.
Oh, there was floor there. The Mario Maker story.
Oh no!
SpaceKat having a rough time. She's gotta focus. She's gotta just stay on top of the game. They're both tied right now. I think both these players have been having just a rough go of these levels, getting some really unfortunate stuff thrown at them. This is a pretty low scoring match, but you can tell that both these racers are just trying to find something that works. Ooh, SpaceKat, yeah, just bailing out of the car at the first opportunity. I mean, the car has a certain amount of power in that it can plow through enemies and stuff and protect you a little bit. But, yeah, in this kind of situation, it seems pretty wise to just leave the car behind.
Yeah, the car is usually a bait if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, SpaceKat wisely hanging out under that pipe where the cat bells were coming from because she knew she was about to take some damage. Getting the second clear on the board, she earned that.
Yeah, and we're at 6 minutes left, so right over halfway done. And really only 3 clears between the two of these runners. These levels have been unkind for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Foxen in a really tough spot right now. Oh, no.
Hotobo. Oh,
Hotobo to the foot. He, gosh, and he's stuck in this with, it's an auto scroller. So he can't even help himself go faster. And now he's sticking with this, which I guess there's some strategy for that. But, yeah, the forced movement is very costly when you die. Foxen trying again, though.
Being near that pipe, it's not a bad idea, because it didn't take too long in this auto-scroller. It wasn't exactly the longest auto-scroller. But we don't know what's next. If there's something next, I might have just considered skipping it right away.
Yeah, it's just a question. What do you choose to commit to? SpaceKat, though, doing pretty well with that new soup speedrun. Gets it right at the same time Foxen gets his. SpaceKat still up by 1. Foxen now with 2.
Yeah, that's the classic clear for clear case.
Yeah, I was going to say, however, SpaceKat is in a tricky position right now with only 2 lives to go. She does not want to lose that lead.
Yeah, usually when you're in danger of a game over, you're not looking at a tie. You're looking at just a straight loss. So it's kind of a fortunate but unfortunate position to be in. We'll see what happens here.
Not as bad as being tied.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as being tied and gaming over, but nonetheless. If she can just get some lives, this is a good one for her because she's in new soup style, so there will be a flagpole at the end of this level, and she'll at least be able to pick up 1 extra life here. It also might be in her best interest if she sees any coins or anything, just grab them, or a chance to bounce on a bunch of enemies in a row. Foxen with an interesting bit of tech here. I think you actually can slide through like that, but he doesn't want to spend the time.
Going from the left to the... Really, I know you can do it from left going right. I didn't know if you could do that going from that angle, like actually turning
Not
around.
sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I just wanted to point out she's using the trick to hold Bowser Jr. in the corner like that. Oh man, it almost worked. Oh, nice dodge on those fireballs.
Yeah, really, just adept movement there. That was fantastically done. Foxen's spending a lot of time on that, deciding to go ahead and skip. She's still riding on these 2 lives.
The squeeze through trick that we were talking about, according to Beast, will only work in new soup. That makes sense because you can air stall yourself.
Yeah, okay, because in that small gap you can do the twirl. I was wondering about that because otherwise you have to be going from left to right. You have to be able to get momentum from left to right.
SpaceKat did really well with that Bowser fight. She wasn't able to get another Fire Flower, so she kept it for most of the fight instead of having to throw shells at him, and that really saved her a ton of time. Yo, playing it safe. I would too, clearing these thwomps out with the POW. It looks like she's at the end, grabbing some coins too. She's gonna get those extra lives. Yeah, that's really good thinking on her part. Just pick up a couple of lives. That way she can bank 3 lives and come out of this level with a little bit more safety than she had going in for sure. Foxen's got his clear condition, trying to run through this kind of a speedrun, kind of a weird speedrun section, and SpaceKat capitalizes on her win, gets those 3 lives. That is really helpful for her. She needed that.
Foxen declaring he pressed down to slide, but unfortunately did not get the slide all the way through, so took a death on one of those Goombas. Those 3 lives really going to come in handy for SpaceKat. She's got a 2-game lead, a 2-clear lead on Foxen right now, going into only about a minute left.
And some quality P-switch jumping skills right there, if I do say so myself.
I'll allow it.
Foxen's got it.
Actually, Foxen's only at 4 lives himself, so he's, even with less than a minute to go, dangerously close to a game over. So if Foxen can find himself a very quick level, it's going to be about another 15 seconds till his level starts, maybe a little bit less than that. But if he can find a quick 30-second speedrun level, never mind. SpaceKat just nailing the coffin right there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. SpaceKat would almost just do well to just hang out for 20 seconds and not lose a ton of lives. She is doing just fine right now.
Meanwhile, Foxen finds himself in Stall City because... So that might stop the timer on the game. It doesn't stop the timer for the match. So that is a win for SpaceKatUniverse. We're going into round 3, tied 1-1. The winner of this will walk away with an extra point. So someone's walking away with at least 1 point, and someone else walking away with 3. So
yeah, this has been great. SpaceKat has really started to play aggressively and started to skip mindfully. She's really seems to be taking a lot of note about what the levels are playing, what they're like, and what she's likely to experience in there. She's playing the mental game really sharply today.
SpaceKat with her PogChamp in the on her camera.
Space champ.
All right. Oops, Foxen not having it set up.
Oh, that's gonna cost him.
That's a lot of time.
Let's go.
All right, SpaceKat again with something that looks fairly easy. Yeah, she's gonna want to stick nearby that mushroom for another damage boost. She's thinking maybe go back and get a mushroom from that pipe. That's good, good knowledge.
Foxen having to skip his first couple levels. Wow, she jumped early to avoid the edge jump that a lot of people end up getting wrecked by, and still found a secret block to get knocked down. That's crazy.
Ouch. Yeah, not for lack of trying. Oh no, Foxen dying with the goal in sight. Ouch.
SpaceKat taking it slow, using the knowledge that you can do your little claw move and knock those bonsai bills the other direction and using them against each other. Not a bad move at all. But Foxen first on the board with clear number 1.
Now, what do you do? Oh, she found the box. It was unsure whether or not there was a pit down there to her right. Also, picking up the coins. Not a bad idea. Picking up a couple extra coins just to keep those lives up. Make sure she can survive the later game.
Stairs in Mario Maker 2. Come on, they gave us slopes.
Yeah, they gave us slopes, and look at what we did with them. Look at what we clearly needed those.
Oh man, that's funny. That shell getting away from Fox, and he needed to clear all the Buzzy Beetles. He just needed to spin jump on that guy. Missed the lad altogether.
Oh, SpaceKat getting through there with a 1 damage boost to go. That was good. SpaceKat getting on the board though. 1-1 now.
Knocking out a world record too. She's like, she's. Oh no!
Oh, Foxen still is having trouble getting all the Spinies. Or the Buzzy Beetles, rather. I wonder if there's one that he missed, or maybe there's one in a box somewhere, and he's just going to have to do it. He's missing 3 right now.
Okay,
Ouch.
so it's looking like maybe a couple of the ones that fell down and didn't die correctly that went to the left or something. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. Maybe he's off screening them because he thinks they might be dead and he's only knocking them down. But yeah, he was missing 3 there. He had 61 of 64.
He's also eating up a lot of lives here. He's already at 10. He should maybe try to be a little bit more careful. SpaceKat swimming through this water level. She took the pipe all the way to the end, and then a giant Fugu ate her at the last second.
And Foxen's spending a lot of lives on this level. Oh, look at that Galaxy Brain play. Look at that Galaxy Brain play.
Pretty clever. And now he can just go back to clean up ones that either despawned or whatever. He's got it. Good work. His work paid off. Foxen committing to that, spending some time on it, running down his lives a little bit, but he gets the lives back too because he banked 3 by killing all those Buzzy Beetles.
Let's go.
Okay, I've never... The helpful Goomba the helpful Goomba knocking down the cat suit. Now, the cat suit's only going to help her kill the Fugu. It's not going to stop the Fugu from eating you.
Yeah, I hope she has a plan here. She got it. Nice. And gets to bank the lives. That's a Goombro right there.
More puns.
Goombra. B-R-U-H.
Oh no, don't tell me it's a... what is about to happen on Foxen's end?
Oh no, oh man. Now look at this, look at the craziness. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Foxen graduating from the Leroy Jenkins School of playing Mario, because he just looked at those chain chomps and looked at that coin and said, I'm going in there. And even now, he didn't just take a look at that and skip it. He's going back in and he's trying this again. I'm always impressed with Foxen's just sheer nerve. Oh man, he almost had that.
Almost, man. That's... Yeah, I see what you're talking about. He's definitely getting that Leroy Jenkins on. He's taking a WoW playbook here and pulling all the stops.
He just goes. Look at him. He's really... I would have skipped this. I mean, personally, I would have skipped that the moment I died on that one time. And no, Foxen says, no, I'm going back in. SpaceKat, meanwhile, grabbing some coins. Doesn't need them for the clear condition. They're just everywhere.
Yeah, he sees the end in sight, and you know, it's definitely bait. It's one of the biggest bait moments you can have against yourself, is seeing the end, knowing you're capable of doing it, and going for it over and over again. It's tough to tell yourself, please skip. Please skip. Because there's a difference between doing an endless no-skip run, or even just doing an endless run for max clears without a timer, but you're going against somebody with a timer, you have 15 minutes, you gotta know when to call it quits.
Yeah, Foxen maybe was concerned too that he was running his lives down a little bit. SpaceKat with 18 lives and 3 clears right now, but Foxen only has 7, so he might have been a little bit concerned that he was just going to game over right then and there. SpaceKat just chucking herself into a pit. That's complex RNG manipulation, don't you know? Oh no, Foxen went and found himself the... Yeah, skip. He would have had to wait that timer out or just start over.
And when you're unlimited lives, when you're running low at 7, 6, those amount of lives, no, you don't want to spend that life. There's no reason to wait for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you start out, I'd say around, I get nervous around 8. If I have 8 lives, that's when, okay, we need to change up the tactics just a little bit here. And then similarly, too, if you're up like SpaceKat or IPK with 17, 20, 22, you can afford to burn some and you can afford to go for cheese. It's always kind of like there always is a strategy. You just have to look at the levels that you're getting and figure out what they have that you want. Or can you get up in lives? Could you beat them quickly? You know, there's lots of different angles to play on. You kind of have to be adapting based on what's available.
What is this level that Foxen is on?
Well, you see, there are pipes, and you know, you go in and out of the pipe. Sometimes you pick the wrong pipe and get sent back. Sometimes you pick the right pipe and get sent back. And it's a commentary on you know, people having to go to their desk jobs. You know, I think this level is called Mario Works at the Office.
So is Foxen playing the level, or is the level playing Foxen?
Foxen is the level. SpaceKat with the Cosmic Brain again to grab the flagpole at the top for that extra life.
Golly, man, that level Foxen had is so rough.
Yeah, finally just bailing out. SpaceKat 2 clears up again. Foxen's really been getting the runaround with some of these areas.
I mean, a lot of it's coming down to he spent a lot of time trying to do levels that may not have been the easiest of levels to do. Like it's they were possible, but not in the realm of 15 minutes. Space Cat watching that multiplayer level saying, "Wow, that's taken forever. I think I'll skip."
Yeah, I don't know. That seemed like it was one of those 4-track multiplayer levels. It might not have been so bad once you got in it, but having to wait for that shell to break open the barrier all the time is annoying. Oh no, an upside down level for Space Cat.
You know, I think my first reaction on that would have been to be scared because not realizing I was gonna drop the other way because of the upside down level.
Yeah, upside down levels can be really disorienting. It almost feels like you need to go and practice some of them specifically if you kind of want to wrap your head around the way that works.
Oh wow, this angled jump. Yeah, that's tough. But Blaine, Seaside Kingdom, something tells me. Not even checking the time. 5 minutes, 15 seconds. Yeah,
Oof.
no.
Oof. Something heat death of the universe. Oh no, I bet those bricks spelled out LOL. Oh, Space Cat. Oh, nope, it spells out long boy.
Long jump, I believe, because the name of the level's long jump.
That's my story, I'm sticking with it. Long boy.
We're gonna find out.
Long
Yeah.
You're right.
It's Long Boy. I agree.
Yeah, see, it's just long. Thank you. I'm glad that you came around to your senses.
All those letters are silent. Every one of those are silent.
Yo, Foxen with the superstar. I didn't know this actually. This is kind of cool. Wow. Yeah, the fireballs behave a little differently out of the clown car when they smash through in Mario Maker 2. It seems. Foxen needs to kill some Goombas right now, so he's just got to blast these bricks. Space Cat's still trying to long jump.
He still has that ability, even though the star. That's really cool.
I think it has to do with
the boot
being in a big clown car and being powered up. I think that's what it is.
Could it be the fact that he's in the stiletto boot because it does the same thing and destroys those blocks like that? That's crazy.
I'm not sure.
I want to actually look into that now.
I bet chat knows. They always know. It's a big boot or big Mario, not the star. Fab knowledge.
So the big Mario from SMB1 also gives you that ability. Yeah, that's really awesome. I've yet to see something like that. So yeah, I knew the 3 bullets or the 3 fireballs comes from having the fire flower, but I wasn't aware of the basically super fireballs.
Oh no, so Foxen seeing the goal here with just under 2 minutes to go and has to destroy these spinies. Space Cat's still just long jumping away. I think she's using a couple lives on this. Yeah, she had a couple lives to spare. She has 3 lives banked. And yeah, I think she's just trying to get this clear, even, you know, because she has the lives to spend on it. Foxen, meanwhile, needing to be a little bit safer. Oh no.
That is a big old boy standing in your way. Minute and 20 seconds left and 2 levels in between Foxen and Space Cat in order to be able to make this decision here. But she's very close to being able to get this.
Oh,
right
and
there.
the cheese at the end, not even long jumping the whole way. Nice job. I think that probably was worth it for her. Not knowing exactly where Foxen is in terms of clears, but knowing that she has some lives to spare, that was actually probably a good decision. Probably more so that it, you know, because it ended up working out.
And of course, from the commentary booth, we definitely have that foreknowledge that that's 3 wins with only 40, or 3 wins, excuse me, 3 clears with only 40 seconds left to go. I don't think it's too far to call it. SpaceKat just pulled out her first win of the Endless Mode Division B.
That was really well played. SpaceKat did a really, really good job with that. Played aggressively. Played aggressively, knew what to skip, and committed to things that she did end up beating. The toughest thing is when you say, okay, I'm committed to this level, but then you don't actually clear it out. Yeah, there it is for SpaceKat. 5 seconds to go. That's it. GG. Very, very well played. SpaceKatUniverse. Foxen as well. Got some really rough levels there.
Yeah, a lot of unfortunate levels that popped up, but SpaceKat showing a little bit of disbelief. I gotta love it for her, man. Gotta love it for her.
Yeah, GG. SpaceKat herself. Hello.
How do you feel?
What happened?
You won, SpaceKat.
I'm speechless, as you can probably tell by my face.
Yes, you pulled out a win here. You got 3 points on the day, pulling ahead 2-1, and literally getting 2 round clears in a row.
Holy crap. It's what you call a Canadian victory, if you know what I mean.
So what were you
my
thinking? What were you thinking going into this? Did you have a particular strat that you were trying to run, or how did you prepare for this one?
I did change my strat, but I feel like, I mean, it worked for a little bit. So I was doing like skipping. Before I was skipping anything over a minute and a half. So just watching the previous racers in this whole tournament, they were saying anything over a minute, the majority of them that I've kind of watched. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna give that one a try. And sure enough, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm speechless. Oh.
We did very, very well, and you had some very good moves, some good reactions.
Yeah, I did feel pretty good. The second round, there was a whole bunch of garbage that was thrown my way, and I thought for sure I was done.
Yeah, both of you actually ended up getting some really, really rough, unfortunate levels. That one Kaizo block that I saw you hit was just, I felt that. Ouch.
Yeah, absolutely. In the first one, I got a whole bunch of speed runs. I couldn't believe it. I cleared so many.
Yeah, and then the level with the spikes behind the goal at the end, and you even thought to bring the third spring to make the jump easier, and we were both just so excited and just like, oh, she's got it, and then classic.
Yeah, I was like, I got this, because I saw the spikes up top, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna clear it with because spring jumps are definitely different now than they were in Mario Maker 1. So I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to time this. So yeah, I grabbed another spring, and I was like, I get the big brain moves, and next thing you know, I was like, I was dead, and I wasn't gonna try and figure out every death, just trying to figure out exactly if it was a one tile gap or if it was just I hit one single spike. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough to tell. You'd have to actually get through that again, but that one really hurt. But you rallied and you stayed fast, and you got it. You won. Did it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. GG's to Foxen though. Foxen is really good, so I don't know if, you know, I'll have to watch it back, because I imagine that he probably got a bunch of trash thrown at him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. A couple of decisions to go hardcore on some levels that might have taken a little bit longer than need be.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so I think there might have been a little bit of you know, I can understand the frustration taking hold. I can really understand.
Yeah, absolutely. This I'm just honored to, you know, I mean, you guys know there's a whole bunch of just high skill players, and I filled in for a runner that dropped out, so even just to be in this tournament, I'm super honored. And even if this is my only win, you know, I'm incredibly blessed.
Well,
So-
I tell you what, Space Cat, from me, from the bottom of A division to the bottom of B division,
Yeah.
I'm cheering you on. You got
Aw,
this. You can do
thanks.
it.
The cats. Aw,
Yes.
thanks.
Yes, both the cats.
Oh man. And
Aw.
you know, from myself, shout out to you both. Doing some good work for like MMC and things like that. Y'all are always
Yeah.
doing some great stuff in this community. We
Aw.
do need to go ahead and wrap up for the next match
Yeah.
to come up, which is Ryukar versus Noble Tofu.
Oh,
geez.
that's gonna be a good one.
Yes, that's going to be a real good one. So, thank you, Space Cat. Congratulations again. Very,
Yes.
very awesome for you.
Oh man, thank you so much. I'm just smile on my face. Good
Hey,
day.
I'm glad that this put a big smile on your face. So everybody, stick around. Everybody's favorite Ryu against everybody's favorite Noble Tofu. I love Noble Tofu. Come on back, watch it, and enjoy it. Thank you very much, folks. See you there.
car?